is up, guys? Welcome to another update video. So you can see a little change of scenery for today's update video. We're outside taking little Hercules here. I know you can't really see him. Taking him out for a walk, and wanted to touch on the subject of this video, obviously, and that is when to decide to compete. Now, there are many different variables to this, and it's based on everybody's individual situation. So I'm gonna speak to my current situation and what is determining when I compete again. Now, if you guys have been following these update videos and you watched the last one that I posted, I kind of teased that prep was starting pretty soon, and up until this past like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that was the case. That was the plan. The prep was gonna start tentatively the beginning of October, which as of recording this video, it is September the 2nd. So basically like 4 weeks, and then we were gonna start prep again. And that's not a lot of time from when I competed in April, right? Like, you figure by the time I got feeling pretty decent at the end of April, we would have had May, June, July, August, and that's basically it. You get through September, and then all of a sudden prep's here again. And that's just, for someone in my position to want to be better and improve my physique and do better on stage, that's just not really that much time to make progress. And right now I am in a very, very, very good groove with my training, with my diet, with everything right now. I'm seeing insane strength progress in the gym. There's probably footage playing right now, or has been playing, some training footage from this past week. And bench on incline, guys, 255 for 2 sets of 5 this week, all-time PRs, and then a back off of 240 for 9. And then sumo deadlifts this week went to 455 for 3 sets of 3, and those sets probably could have been pushed to 5s or 6s. Obviously, don't want to push too hard on those since I was doing multiple sets, and you know, the nature of a deadlift, like a large compound movement, the risk of injury is there more so than, you know, something isolation, more so than, you know, a single joint movement like a leg extension or a leg curl. So obviously for me, just getting those numbers steadily climbing and providing that, you know, very heavy stimulus to my body while minimizing the injury risk is important. So you know, keeping it at conservative sets of 3, but 455 for 9 reps total, 3 sets of 3 for me is a very, very good number. And considering last week I was doing 420 or 425, I don't remember off the top of my head, and I was working out with a buddy, so I train legs on Saturdays when I do those deadlifts, and Thursday and Friday I was really like in my head playing through if I wanted to go for 450 pounds. And I was just back and forth, like, should I do it? Should I not? Like, you know, do I want to push for it? And then when my buddy confirmed that he was for sure coming to the gym, I was like, man, like, I'm going to get amped up and I'm going to want to hit some good numbers. So we were getting warmed up and I was climbing up with those deadlifts, and the numbers, like the weight on the bar was just like flying up. It was just moving so good, and I was feeling good, and I was getting hyped up, getting in the zone. And then we had 405 on, so 4 plates, and I was like, do I go 450? Like, what do you think? And he's like, man, I think you should go for it. And then I was like, you know what, screw it, putting 450 on is too complicated. Let's throw 25 on each side and call it 455. And that first set, you guys have seen the footage by now, and it was insane. It was so easy, it really was. And then squats after that, 290 for sets of 10, which is for me very good. And that's just climbing up again. We're looking at 300 for sets of 10 probably by the end of September, which is awesome. And I'm just in a really good groove. My body feels good. Like, I've got a few little, you know, aches and pains here and there, but I feel really good. So I was thinking, you know what, me competing in April, I don't know if that's the best call for me. I think I need to ride this wave of training out, of feeling good, of having everything in a good position out. That way, when I go to compete in August, which is for sure happening, the Canadian Nationals, I'll just have more time to make improvements for that show, and then try to find things, you know, more competitions around that time versus trying to compete in April and then go and try to hold that till August, or, you know, come out of it a little bit and diet back down. It's probably not the best of ideas for long-term goals, right? So if you're in a position like me where you're thinking about competing, or you know, you're coming out of a season and then you've got another season coming up, or whatever situation you're in, and things are going well, like really well, maybe you need to kind of look at continuing with what you're doing. The shows will always be there. There will always be shows. There is no doubt about that. But good quality training at times, it comes in waves. Sometimes you're feeling really good like I am right now, and sometimes you don't feel that good. Sometimes, you know, it just seems like, oh, my shoulder hurts, and then, you know, that starts to feel better, and oh, my lower back starts to hurt, or oh, my knee hurts, and then it's just one thing after another, and all of a sudden, you know, a month, 2 months goes by, and you really haven't had that great of training. So those are the times when you need to, you know, take care of those things. But if you're in this situation like me, when things are going really well, I say we keep going. I say we keep pushing, we keep riding that out, we keep pushing the numbers up, keep getting stronger, keep getting bigger. My weight has never been this high and looked as good as it does right now. Of course, I am far from looking good enough to go on stage, but for this part of my off season, for this part of my off season, I feel and look decent. I really do. And that's not me like gloating and touting like how good, oh, I look so good. It's just in bodybuilding, you have your peak condition when you're on stage, and then after that, it just kind of gets worse, right? And the farther away you get from that stage weight, which for me, I'm like 188 to 190. Sometimes in the evenings, which if you follow me on Instagram, I always post it because I get excited about it. Sometimes at the gym, I'll step on the scale, it says 191, 192, and of course, that's not 100% accurate, right? Because I'm fully clothed, you know, it's after eating and drinking through the day. It's not an accurate full-on weigh-in, but I've never been this heavy before, and consistently, and looked decent. I really am pleased with how I look right now. And that's also, you know, kind of dictating when I'm gonna compete again, and why I'm kind of getting away from the idea of competing sooner rather than later, is because if I can continue to look this way and make the progress that I am, that usually means, oh no, sorry, you guys fell on the ground. I'm just gonna hold you from now on. Usually means that's good progress. So I don't know, guys, just sharing my insights as to why I'm choosing to compete, when I'm choosing to compete. Next August will be the first show, if not something within a week or 2 or 3 weeks before it, if not after it. But the idea of competing anytime before that is thrown out the window because of the groove I'm in right now. I feel good, I'm training good, I'm strong, I have energy, I'm well fed. All these things equal results, right? If those things are in check, your body can't help but improve. So that's the update for you guys. I gotta take this guy, wherever he is, back home. He's getting impatient. Tired of listening to me talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video. Be sure to tune in to the next one when it comes at you next week. And I've had a little bit of change in life as far as my job goes, which I'll share, guys, later in a video. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably already know it, but I'll talk about it in maybe next update video, which is gonna allow me to focus more on bodybuilding, focus more on my food, my training, and probably get back to vlogging a little bit. So that's exciting. So thanks again for watching the video, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.